Today, we're zeroing in on something lots of you ask about.
Yeah.
Speaking English more confidently. Day-to-day stuff.
Exactly. Our mission really is to unpack these materials. We've got some dialogues, short stories, exercises, and pull out the best techniques for you.
Yeah.
We want to find those actionable steps, the key phrases you can use like right away.
Yeah, without it feeling overwhelming. We've looked at, typical morning chats at home, grabbing a coffee, something that happens in a park.
Right, and even specific sentences for practice. These aren't random, they're the building blocks. You need them to sound natural.
So if you've ever felt a bit stuck for words, or just want your English to flow better, this deep dive should give you some really practical tools.
And maybe a few aha moments along the way.
Okay, let's get into it. Where should we start?
Let's start at home. A really familiar scene, morning conversation, Sarah and her son, Jake.
Oh.
So Sarah says, "Good morning, Jake. Time to get up."
Right.
Jake, kind of sleepy, goes, yawning sound implied. "Morning, Mom. What time is it?" Sarah, "It's already 7:30. You'll be late for school."
The classic warning.
"Yeah." Jake panics a bit. "Oh no, I forgot to set my alarm."
We've all been there.
"Haven't we just?" Sarah then says, "Hurry up, breakfast is on the table."
Okay.
Jake asks, "What did you make?" And Sarah replies, "Toast and scrambled eggs."
Nice.
And Jake finishes with, "Awesome, thanks, Mom."
It seems so simple,
Yeah,
but there's useful stuff in there, like time to get up.
exactly. It's polite, isn't it? Softer than just yelling, "Wake up."
Yeah, definitely depends who you're talking to.
Right. And "you'll be late." It's a clear warning. Gets the point across quickly.
And the excuse, forgot to set my alarm. Very common, very relatable.
Totally. Then breakfast is on the table. Just the simple, clear way to say the food's ready. These little phrases, they just make things run smoothly.
Okay, good start. What's next? Another everyday thing.
Yep. Let's head out to the coffee shop. We've got a mini story here. The coffee shop mix-up features someone called Emma.
Ah, the coffee shop name mix-up. I know this one well.
So Emma goes in. "Hi, can I get a cappuccino with almond milk, please?"
Standard order.
Barista says, "Sure. What name should I write on the cup?" Emma tells him, "Emma. E-M-M-A.
Okay.
Then, a bit later, the barista calls out, "Anna? Almond cappuccino for Anna," and someone else grabs it.
Oh dear.
So Emma goes, I think that might be mine."
Polite correction.
Yeah. The other customer says, "Oh, I thought he said Anna. Is your name Emma?" Emma confirms, "Yeah, I think he misheard me."
Misheard. Good word.
It is. The other customer says, "Oops, sorry about that." Then the barista jumps in, "My bad. Let me make you a fresh one."
My bad. Nice and casual.
Very. And Emma's response is great too. "No worries, it happens all the time."
Keeps everything relaxed. So lots of useful bits there. Can I get for ordering?
Definitely. Super common, friendly way to ask for something. You could say, "I'd like," but "can I get?" feels a bit more, I don't know, easygoing in that setting.
Right. And dealing with mistake, misheard, is key.
Yeah, it suggests an error without pointing fingers, "Sorry, I think he misheard me." Gets the job done politely.
Good phrase to have in your pocket. And I like the casual stuff like "no worries" or "it happens." Really helps you sound, well, normal.
Exactly. It smooths over those little bumps in interaction. Okay, so building on that, let's look at some, core sentences.
Like a toolkit of useful phrases.
Precisely. 10 practical daily sentences, real workhorses. First one, "I'll be there in 5 minutes."
Essential. You use that all the time.
Number 2, "Can you help me with this?" Just fundamental for asking for help. Again, can you? Polite, direct.
Yep. Number 3, "I'm just looking, thank you." Ah, the shop browsing phrase.
Saves you from unwanted sales pitches, right? Number 4, "Sorry, I didn't catch that. Can you repeat?"
Crucial. Absolute crucial. Better to ask than guess wrong.
Definitely. You could also say, "Pardon," or maybe, could you say that again?
Good options too. What's 5?
"How much does this cost?" Straightforward, necessary for shopping. 6, "What do you recommend?"
Oh, great for restaurants, shops, even asking friends for advice.
Exactly. 7, "It's up to you." Handy for, letting someone else decide. 8, "I'm running late." Another classic for letting people know your timing's off.
Gotta use that one sometimes, unfortunately.
9, "Let's keep in touch." Nice, friendly way to end a chat with someone you want to see again.
Yeah, keeps the door open. And 10.
That sounds good. Simple agreement, really versatile.
These are great because you can just start using them. Like today.
Yeah.
They cover so many common situations.
That's the point. They're ready-made chunks. It's often more efficient to learn language this way as phrases rather than just word by word.
Yeah, like you said, a communication toolkit. It helps with fluency too, doesn't it? Not having to build every sentence from scratch.
Spot on. Your brain just grabs the whole phrase. Less effort, smoother speech. They call it chunking.
Chunking. Makes sense. Okay, what's our next story?
We're heading to the park for this one. It's called Lost and Found. So a guy named Raj sees a little boy crying. He goes over and asks, "Hey there, are you okay?"
Nice, gentle opening.
The boy says, "I lost my mom." So Raj reassures him, "Don't worry, let's find her together." What's her name?
Oh, that's lovely. Reassurance plus action.
The boy says his mom's name is Priya. Raj takes him to a park employee and explains, "Hi, this boy lost his mother. Her name is Priya."
Clear and direct.
The employee says, "Thanks, we'll make an announcement." Then after a bit, the mom rushes over, "Arjun, there you are. Mommy."
Ah, relief.
Big relief. The boy yells, "Mommy!" Raj says to Priya, "I'm glad he's safe now."
Simple, kind.
And the mom, Priya, says, "Thank you so much, you're very kind." Raj just replies, "Happy to help."
Happy to help. Another great standard polite response. This story really shows how simple words can convey a lot, doesn't it?
It really does. "Are you okay?" is so basic, but so important. And don't worry, let's find her together. That combination is really powerful. Comforting.
Yeah, you don't need fancy words to be helpful and empathetic in English. These phrases do the job perfectly.
Absolutely. Now, related to using these phrases effectively, let's talk about active practice. Specifically, repetition and variation.
Okay, how does that work?
Well, you take a basic sentence, say, "I'm going to the store." You repeat it. Then you swap out store for something else, like market.
Ah, so I'm going to the market.
Exactly. Or "I'm going to the office." You keep the structure, change one bit. It builds flexibility.
And gets you comfortable with the pattern.
Right. The materials also suggest practicing things like, "I'm heading out now," then maybe switch to, "I'll be back soon."
Or do you need anything?
Precisely. The key thing, though, is you've got to say them out loud.
Ah, not just think them.
No. Saying them aloud repeatedly, that's what builds the muscle memory for speaking. It needs to become automatic.
Makes sense. You're training your mouth as well as your brain, moving from knowing it to actually doing it.
Exactly that. It helps you understand how you can adapt simple structures for different situations, much better than just passively listening.
Okay, solid practice advice. And finally, I think we had some quick general tips.
Yeah, 5 quick ones to wrap things up. Things you can do right away. Tip 1, speak out loud, even if you're alone.
Feels weird at first, maybe, but worth it.
Definitely. You hear yourself, you notice things, you get used to making the sounds.
Okay, tip 2.
Record yourself speaking, then listen back. Critically, but kindly.
Ooh, the dreaded recording. But yeah, I can see how that helps you spot your own habits, the ums and ahs, pronunciation quirks.
Exactly. You get an objective listen. 3rd tip, use a mirror.
Watch yourself speak.
Yeah, watch your mouth movements. Helps especially with sounds that are tricky or different from your first language. You can mimic what you see native speakers do.
Interesting. Okay, number 4.
Learn phrases, not just single words. We talked about this with chunking. Learn, "Can you help me with this?" as one block.
Instead of just the word help,
Yeah.
gives you ready to use language. Faster, more natural.
Much more natural.
Yeah.
And the final tip, number 5, maybe the most important.
Let me guess. Don't be afraid to make mistakes.
You got it. Don't be afraid. Mistakes are how you learn. Seriously, they show you where you need to focus.
Embrace the errors. Okay, good tips. So let's sort of pull this all together.
Well, we've gone through real-life chats, pulled out useful phrases, looked at practice methods.
Yeah, the key thing seemed to be that repetition, learning phrases, those chunks, and crucially, just getting over the fear of messing up.
It's amazing how these small bits, greetings, ordering, offering help, really are the absolute foundation of communicating every day. Focusing on them, practicing them actively, that's how you build real confidence.
Definitely. Okay, so here's something for you, the listener, to think about. Can you pick just 1 or 2 phrases we talked about today and actually try to use them next time you speak English? See how it feels.
Yeah, and think about other situations you find tricky. How could you use these practice ideas? The repetition, the variation, saying things aloud to prepare for those moments.
Because really, this is just the start, isn't it? Building that confidence step by step.